say there's no chance whatsoever that you fathered the defendant's 6-month-old daughter. Ms. Cole, you and your mother say that Mr. Webb is biological father and say the only reason he's denying your baby is to save his relationship with the woman he's been with.
I know for a fact. He slept in my bed with me for one night and we had sex.
I never stayed in her bedroom.
I can tell you how big his winker is. It's pretty small.
No, it's not.
It's about that
I've known
big.
him for 7 years.
It's about that big.
Definitely not. And don't
Welcome to the TIP Network, where we help you level up with self-improvement.
A little sprinkle of sarcasm.
Yeah.
So, guess what?
What's happening now?
Paternity Court.
Paternity Court. Whatever could happen in this show.
Mr. Webb, you and your girlfriend say there's no chance whatsoever that you fathered the defendant's 6-month-old daughter, Majestic. You say your evidence will shock this courtroom. Is that correct?
Unlike the last video you can see up over here,
Yeah.
well, I can see this one. I can see this one kind of happening. It's a mixture.
Okay.
Ms. Cole, you and your mother say you're 100% certain that Mr. Webb is your child's biological father and say the only reason he's denying your baby is to
What's her
save
mother
his
wearing?
relationship with the woman he's been with for the past 3 years. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so Mr. Webb, how can you be so certain you are not this child's biological father?
I never had sex with her, Your Honor.
Well,
He's a liar.
would rule you out.
He's
a liar.
Why you gotta smile like that?
He's like,
He did.
She's a liar.
Neither.
like, he's like, I never had sex with her, Your Honor.
Yeah.
I fully look like the cat that ate the canary, dude. So look, why do I like cases like this? Okay, so I like cases like this because I actually believe that we should never even have a paternity court.
Okay.
I believe that every baby that's born should have a paternity test right there that establishes paternity. You know, not out of married or not, you should have a paternity test.
Right away, just determine who the father
And
is
it should-
because you're going to be financially responsible for that child.
Exactly.
You need
And
to know.
and it should be universal.
Yep.
It should just be universal. Why not? Like, and every time you bring
But you should believe that's your child.
yeah.
He did.
She's a liar. She's
That's what women
crazy.
say, even if it's a white baby, right? Remember, black man, white baby.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: like, when I'm sitting
It
here, and
happens.
I'm sitting here, and I'm saying that, and it's like every time you say that, women get automatically upset. It's like, stop. If you don't have anything to worry about, it shouldn't be anything.
Yeah.
But you know what? It shouldn't be a question. It should just be a blood test. Then it should be a blood test, number one, and then a paternity test, number two. It should be done automatically. It should be automatically done. I mean, it should be a
What about
part of
prenups?
happening.
That'll be for another video.
Yeah, the lead attorney pops in. You should get a prenup. Nah. So that's one of the things. And so like I like these cases because first of all it's entertaining. Like, you know, like straight up my mom watches this all the time. She thinks it's hilarious, and so I actually started watching it. You know, I'd be up there with her and I'm like, "What are you watching? This is cool." And so it's a little bombastic, but hey.
Yeah.
Hey, I think it's a great way. You know, we got to use tools. We got to Trojan horse the message. We got to say that, like, if it's my belief that this is, that we should.
It's my
do it.
belief that he's guilty. He did do her.
I mean, but he does.
That is my belief.
He does have that look like I did.
automatically presume him guilty. Damn, it looks how happy he is.
He's happy. He's like, hey man, but he said he never slept with her.
He never slept with her. Like that's
Like,
okay. That's.
oh yeah, he said they never had.
I
sex.
mean, possibly, right? But
I've heard a
like,
lot of defenses
to bring
in
it
this
far,
courtroom.
I don't understand.
Rarely have we
so
ever heard
all right, so here's the
you've
next
never had sex with her.
She's absolutely crazy.
So you think she's just making this up?
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Yes.
If you've never had sex, why are you here?
I know for a fact the dates line up, and I know he stayed with me for 2 months, and he slept in my bed with me for one night, and we had sex.
So do you think he's just being like, I'm denying this all the way through? I don't have a lawyer, but the one thing I learned is deny.
Well, I mean, she didn't turn into a inspector general though. She's like, hold on a second. April 11th, I conceived that
I
one day.
conceived.
He stayed with me for
I was
2
wet,
months.
I was open.
Stayed with me. Stayed with me for
I was
2
ovulating.
months. Stayed with me for 2 months.
Yeah.
Then he waited till the day I was ovulating.
And
then
snuck it right in.
Snuck it right in.
The midnight creep.
And he slept in my bed that one night, and that's all it took is one shot.
One shot.
One shot, it's all it
One
took.
pump. You're done, right?
Look at 2-pump chop. All right, let's see if there's any more.
It was more of a 2-pump dump.
Let's see if there's any more information we can
I
glean
believe you
from this.
conceived your daughter.
Yeah.
What was the nature of your relationship?
We never had sex or anything. We were just friends.
You were never intimate with her in any way.
I never stayed in her bedroom. I was only there for a week and a half.
That's a lie.
Miss Cole, all right, take me back to the night you believe you conceived.
I can't exactly remember, but I know that it was a night
What do
that
you
we
mean?
was
What, she
partying.
can't exactly remember? What is going on?
So
here?
hold on. So you mean it? So now it gets a little shaky.
It gets kind of a little shady.
So you
and
remember
shaky.
the day and the time, but you can't remember what happened.
But wouldn't this kind of go into more of like a, grape juice type situation? It just seems like it. I mean, but it's kind of weird. In fact, we're gonna presume he's innocent before he's guilty, but it just is weird. This whole thing is weird. It's very, very ludicrous.
I'm gonna tell you one thing, dude. It has that sound.
That's a banjo.
All right.
Banjo kazooie.
Okay. So,
right.
and then her mom is just sitting there. Her mom's just sitting there like,
And that hot pink curtain that she's wearing.
and that pink muumuu. Her mom's sitting there. Her mom's sitting there in a half a tent. It's so I love it. I love it when the witnesses talk. So let's see what her mom talks about. Right. Let me see.
He's definitely doing a good job denying everything. Though.
He gonna deny it. He's like, listen.
He's like, I am not the father.
Are there any other details, specifics that you can share that would prove your case?
I can tell you how big his winker is. It's pretty small.
No, it's not. I could tell you plenty of times.
It's about
I've
that
known
big.
him for 7 years.
It's
No,
about that
definitely
big.
not. Definitely not. And don't you dare tell him about his penis.
All we're here to do is to find out.
What happened there?
She talking about Pete. She talking about the D
They're
size.
talking about his size.
They're fighting over the size.
They're fighting over
so
his
hold
size.
on. This is amazing, dude. So
yeah.
she said it's about this big. No, it's not. It's bigger
Well, I
than
mean,
that.
technically, it can't be big if he never did her, so it always didn't grow to its full potential to
But-
get her inseminated and pregnant, right?
let's just
So he wasn't excited about her if he's speaking the truth that he didn't put it in her.
But this dude, this is the most poignant part. Is look at his face right here, dude. Look at this guy's face.
He's so
right there.
happy. He's like, oh, they're fighting over my
Let's
size.
Fighting over my size.
Fighting over my size.
Let's keep going.
To find out if he's the father. I was without my father for 39 years. I want to know that my grandchild has a father.
So
I can't stand that woman's voice.
So first of all, her voice is, I mean, it's sped up a little for time, but her voice literally sounds like if I had to hear that every day, I would have left.
So, okay, in this particular situation, man, I'm going to get so much heat for this. So he definitely upgraded. Right? Like, he's a lot better looking.
Yeah. Nah,
He's
here's
wearing the glasses, too. Doing role playing.
here's the deal, though. You could tell that, I mean, I'm going to say this, just the way her mom was talking, the way her mom stared at. Bad parenting leads to failure. Like obviously the father's not standing up there and people are like, oh, it doesn't need a father. Look, dude, dads are important. Because,
Well, I mean, even that woman, she said that for 39 years of her life, she never
she
had
didn't have a father, and I'm sure she raised this child without a father. And here's something that dads will have. Like, my dad would never let another dude stay over the house.
Yeah.
It just wouldn't happen. It just wouldn't happen if you were living in a house where another dude's not going to stay there. And he would be like, listen, don't let a dude stay over until you're really serious. And those are one of the things why I believe that fathers are important. People have to stop acting like fathers don't matter. Because this is obviously a situation where not only does the father matters so much that this lady wants her to be a father and wants him to be a father.
Yeah.
And I think it's sad.
Wants a seed.
I think it's sad that it's going through this, but also this would have never happened. You wouldn't be a paternity court after the baby is born if you had it during childbirth.
I think she just wants the financial resources from the dude.
Yeah.
Pin it on him. Pin the tail on the donkey. Pin the tail on the donkey.
So after seeing this and after seeing a mom, do you still believe her and believe it, or what do you think?
I don't. They can both be liars to me in this particular situation.
All right, so pick one.
So,
You're the woman.
All right, this is my theory. I'm theorizing right here.
All right.
He doesn't want to lose the girl next to him because she's a
because-
definite upgrade.
Yeah.
He has to deny as much as he can to retain that girl because she's out of his league.
So-
that's what I'm going with. I'm going to say he's the father.
Oh, wow. Okay. Let's get the reveal here. Here's the grand reveal.
Here you go, Your Honor.
These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostic in the case of Webb versus Cole. When it comes to 6-month-old Majestic Cole, it has been determined by this court, Mr. Webb, You are not her father.
Oh, I was wrong. I was wrong.
Look at it.
In your face. Wrong.
In your face.
Okay.
So here's something. Here's a real statistic. I know this is a dramatization, but here's a real statistic. 30% of paternity tests brings back different paternity.
30%?
30%. Some cases in some states it's 20.
So that's actually a low number.
Yeah,
in comparison.
So 3 out of 10.
3 out of 10.
3 out of 10 children are they're with a man who's not the father. 30%. If 30% of anything is enough to change a policy. So so put it this way: if 30% of the time you got in a car accident, your insurance company would drop you. If 30% of the time that somebody got in an airplane, the airplane fell out of the sky, then that airline would not exist anymore unless you're in Russia, because Russian airlines. Remember when Croatia? I put you in a Russian. Did I pay for a Russian airline for you to fly from Croatia?
Yeah. So I stayed at a Russian airport, right?
Yeah,
and then,
but I looked at the safety rating, and I was
Aeroflot.
it was like 2 stars. I was Scott's gonna die.
Then we went into Mongolia. I was on a Russian plane going into Mongolia. I think it was Mamita Airlines or whatever. And so by the time that we landed, everyone was clapping. Everyone was clapping. I was just like,
woo! So what I'm saying is that if every time, all right, so let's put it this way: every time you get a paternity test back and it's your kid, you should clap because it's worse odds than flying, than driving. It's worse odds than everything except winning the lotto. That's the only odds that's better. So what I'm saying is that I'm for
paternity tests, of course, of the time. Because then you, especially in this high inflationary environment with all the prices skyrocketing, the last thing you want to be doing is producing your resources to take care of another man's seed, another man's nut.
And baby, you just do not frivolously say anything to me, because you're coming back to me after you the guy, no condom, squirted in you, gave birth. Now you back with some product of some other guy's balls.
Oh my God, did you make that any grosser?
In my face?
Sitting around, walking around, talking back to you.
Sitting around.
Well, here's the thing. At least it should be your choice to do so. Don't worry. There's some people out there who want to do it. There's people out there who'll be like, hey, that's fine, but it should be your choice to do so. I mean, all these people who are for choice, here's a choice that that we need also. Okay, so that's all I got for this. Any last words?
I don't know. I don't know what to say. I can't say pull out of the situation because they never put it in, right?
I'm gonna say this, ladies. If you're gonna put paternity on somebody, please make sure that you've actually had sex with them before.
All right, fellas. If you're going to stay with a girl that you're not attracted to, this case shows you why you shouldn't, because she wants to pin the tail on you.
That's 100%.
Put that price and that bill on you for you to 100% take care of for the next 18 years.
You shouldn't be partying with somebody who's staying over their house anyway, because you know what? You were just a suspect, and she was like, "Well, I was drunk that night and I wanted to do him anyway."
This case could have gone either way, right? Yeah. She could have brought him to court for another particular reason.
She could have brought.
She could have had
it could have been great.
What is it called? It's there's a type of memory where it's like a false memory that people do, and it could have gone another way.
It happens.
So don't put yourself in that position.
It happens all the time.
That's what
you should abide by rules as a young man in this world. It's harder to be a man in a lot of cases than it is to be a woman, and this is one of the cases that it's harder to be a man in. It's harder to be a man. You stayed over there, right? You put yourself in that situation. You were not in control, and what did you do? You got hit with paternity. Yeah. Next thing, and then just think about it. She could have hit you with grape years later, and it would be nothing you could do.
Retroactively hit you
with the Me Too movement, with things like this, that men's word is really not taken into account. This is another situation, along with the Amber Turd or the Scammer Turd situation, Scamber Turd. Let's get it right. That it's another situation where somebody's word was not taken. It would not be taken if it wasn't for hard evidence. Yeah. Right.
So don't put yourself in sticky situations.
Yes. Anyway, like and subscribe on YouTube. Hit the notification bells all the way up. And of course, if you want to be a part of the TIPTube, you go on and
Be part of the process, the creation process.
Yes.
Interact with us.
Join
members-only live streams eventually in the future.
Join our membership, and what you could do is, after you join, hit us up on any social media network at TIPNet.
We did at the same time.
At Tip Network, and that's Facebook, that's the Gram, that's TikTok, and send us a message, and we will send you a welcome.
Yep. So where can they follow you at?
You can follow me at the Gram, and I am Gorilla1. You can follow this guy at
ScottT with 3 E's.
With 3 E's. And should we ask a question on this one?
Yeah.
Do you believe in Immaculate Conception?
Do you believe in Immaculate Conception? Okay.
All right. And as always, ask yourself one burning question.
Can you handle the tip?
Boom. Booty in your face. We're out. This is the Happiness Podcast. I'm Grover.
Oh, yeah, it's my turn. I'm Scotty.
This motherfucker right here, boy. Leave your comments and like and subscribe on YouTube. Booty in your face. We found true happiness.